Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are Grown A Geeks, and tonight we're going to be talking about movies we secretly love. These are going to be the movies that most people say are not good movies. They don't like it. It's not, they can be popular films, but they can be popular for being bad. But these are movies that we're willing to defend because we enjoy these movies. Everybody has a selection of three. I know I have actually more than three, but I narrowed it down to the three I was willing to talk about. Um, and we're going to get right into it. The interpretation of the movies, we all have our own opinions. There is no right, there is no wrong. There's just what we think and what we believe. So if somebody picks a movie that is just not your movie, put that in the comments. Let us know. And if you feel like there's a movie that needs to be mentioned that we don't mention, throw that in the comments as well. Jeff is going to have the magic square tonight. You can click that QR code, and that's going to be where you can find Grown A Geeks. We ask that you like, follow, share, subscribe, all of the things. Find us on social media
right the first time
and be a part.
I know.
Joining me tonight, we have the usual cast of characters. I've got Miss Teresa. She needs a nap, so we're not going to hold her all night. Got really good Loki down there, RG Cashmere. Insert cool nickname, Miss Brandy, and of course my man Jeffrey JPSC 17. I'm Elder Geek Sam, and I am still hashtag name dropping tonight because we didn't change it from last week.
Right.
But it may actually work. It may actually work because I feel like I'm representing a little bit with one of my selections.
It looks intentional.
So it was unintentionally intentional. That's what it is. So we are going to be talking about, was there a movie that anybody just had to get out right out the gate? Does anybody want to is there a movie? Because if not, I feel like my movie is okay. Brandy, you got one? I was about to say, I feel like my movie is one that probably needs to get out. So, but go ahead, Brandy. What's your
you go first.
selection?
You go first.
My first selection, and it's a very obvious one. We don't even have to spend a lot of time on it. I picked Man of Steel. I am a Superman fan, and a lot of people had a big problem with the way Superman was portrayed in this movie. The reimagining. Now, everybody likes Henry Cavill. Everybody likes him being cast as Superman. But this movie was hard for a lot of people. And I'm going to tell you, with my comic book background and my love of the character, I was good with this movie. I really like Man of Steel. I'll even extend that over to it liking Batman v Superman. That was a much more problematic movie, but I can still enjoy them. And if they are on, I will still watch them. I like those movies. The conversation has been had 1,000,001 times, so I don't feel like we need to get into what makes them bad movies. But I will say that having the comic background that I did, it allowed me to have a different experience with the movie than a lot of other people. I do find that anytime I've watched those movies, I have to explain a lot. And that is what makes the movie very problematic. But because I know that information, my viewing experience was a little different. So my first selection is going to be Man of Steel. That's a movie that a lot of people don't like, and I love. That's very simple. We can move on. It's out the way now.
We don't judge.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Jeff is judging me pretty hard, though. Know that that's happening.
No, I knew that you would do that, and I think I look at it like this, right? A movie has to be absolutely terrible for you to look at your favorite IP and be like, nah. Like,
yeah,
everybody knows how much I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. Everybody knows it's on site with me and M. Night Shyamalan from here until the end of time. But he did that poor. Like, I couldn't even talk myself as a lover of Avatar. I couldn't talk myself into enjoying that film experience. I mean, even when I read the bad reviews, I was like, you guys just don't get it, man. So if it's a character you love and you get like even a halfway decent portrayal, like you get the casting right and you just okay, maybe all the story stuff isn't like all buttoned up like you want it to be, but you're seeing a pretty viable Superman do Superman stuff on screen. You're gonna
Okay.
enjoy that.
Yeah, and that's what I got. That
I'm
is,
not, but you
and there again, like I said, it's and I do understand the problematic parts of the movie. I get why people feel the way they feel about it. I especially get why people feel the way they feel about Batman v Superman. And Justice League was a whole mess. So that one I can say that there was no saving it, despite even the four
I
hour
have a
Snyder
little
cut.
soft spot for Batman v Superman too. I will admit it. I will admit it. Okay.
It's a
It's
little
out there.
right.
I'm not saying I watch it every time it's on. I'm not saying that.
No, no,
Okay.
no.
But I didn't not enjoy it.
See, and there's nothing wrong with that, Brandy. There's nothing wrong with that.
I enjoyed Batman v Superman in the theater. And then it was the car ride home when I was like explaining all the shit to my wife. And I'm like, damn, that's yeah, none of this was in the movie, I guess.
None of it.
This is not a good movie. It's a good some good action sequences, and
Some
if
good
you on the
parts in the
ends,
movie.
you know what's happening. But if you're just Joe Blow off the street and this is your first time seeing Batman and Superman on the screen, you don't know what the fuck was going on in that movie.
Yeah.
Mm.
That is actually a big issue. And like I said, it took me a while to realize that that was where that movie kind of fell apart, with the fact that we did have to explain so much. I had to tell who this person was, who that person was, who that's supposed to be, how that person actually was in the comics, and how it's so different on screen. Is and it's like
I just like
everything
some of the
is
action
there.
sequences, and I enjoyed Ben Affleck as
Yeah.
Batman.
Right, right. Oh, that was oh,
I know nothing about
gold star for
nothing.
Ben Affleck. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
But good old Martha.
yeah, we're
Good old
but
Martha.
you know,
Martha.
and
She
despite this, let me
saves
say
the
this.
day.
Let me say this. Even though it's like uncanny now, I was whatever day that came. That was the first time I'd actually put the connection together that Martha Wayne and Martha Kent. It was just one of those things that like
Uh,
never paid attention to, because it never had any relevance in comics.
but that's also the kind of thing where like I think it's cool that they reveal that in this movie. However, it
It
cannot
shouldn't have
be
had the weight
the
that it had.
fulcrum upon which the entire climax of the movie
Absolutely,
balances
absolutely.
upon.
Even that, but
And
It's a
the
good
way
fucking
that
word.
they have
Fulcrum.
portrayed
It's a
Henry
good fucking
Cavill's
word. Wow.
Superman up to that point, to make it seem like he wouldn't even attempt to try to talk to Bruce. Like he wouldn't even
Right.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not even the character that y'all have established, right? As Superman. He wasn't even going to try to be like, "Hey, I think this." You know what I mean? Like he's just going to go in immediately guns blazing. It just
Well, I'm trying to
I was
punch
just
you
like,
out
this
because you burnt the
isn't.
Yeah.
yeah.
nigga. Like damn.
But
Yeah.
good fight.
Good
Good
fights
fight.
and beautiful
Yeah.
gowns.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
beautiful gowns.
Yeah.
Beautiful gowns.
All right,
All right.
Randy, what is your? You've got one. What's your first pick?
Okay, so I don't know. You know, I'd be on some other stuff, so maybe I'm
That's all right.
wrong, but
That's all right.
I kind of went.
Let us be on what you be on tonight.
No,
What you got?
I went with like movies that I'm like, people talk about the movies and it really wasn't that bad, and so I am going to say the Green Hornet.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a very
I like
appropriate
that
movie.
movie.
No, I think that is a great selection.
I saw it in the theater. I laughed. I thought it was good. I watched it repeatedly, and I defend that.
That is
And
actually
there we go.
one of the
I've only
better
seen-
roles that I've seen Seth Rogen. I think that was like the turning point for Seth Rogen to not be the one trick pony that he had been up to that point.
Yes.
Because everything he had done prior to that was that
He
same
was like
little
knocked up and
group of friends that
that
were always
kind of
doing their
All the
movie.
pothead
Right.
shit. All the pothead shit.
Right. And then he did this one and it was something different. And even though he still kind of had his personality, but hell, Alan the Alien has his personality.
Exactly.
It's just who he is. You know, that's you're
And
gonna get that.
Kato, I liked.
Kato made the damn movie.
Yeah.
What was
Right,
that,
he was
John-
the best
yeah,
part
John
of the
Chu?
movie.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name? John Chu, I think.
I don't honestly. It's been
absolutely
years,
made the
but
movie.
I just
Yeah.
really. That was the first movie that sprang to mind that I was like, you know what, that movie gets a worse rap than it
Jay
probably
Chow.
should.
Jay Chow.
And
So-
I don't remember the movie, a lot of specifics, but I do remember enjoying the movie. I've seen it twice.
That car
think
was
it-
badass.
I think it was a
Like-
victim of just being in the wrong time because it was like a superhero that was super obscure, and in a time where the only superhero movies really getting made are like the tip top most famous
Superman and
ones,
Batman.
and them those ain't really like popping off the way.
And it
that
was
you
like one
probably
Green
would
Lantern
think.
out around the same time. Like I feel like it
Well, I
kind of
think
got
they
lost.
were confusing it with Green Lantern. Like they were confusing the character because you got Green Lantern, Green Arrow, all the green shit in DC. And it's like, nah, he's not any of those guys. It's like how they tried to do like they did the Shadow movie in like the 90s. I
Yes,
think with like
the
Alec Baldwin
Phantom.
or something. And the
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like you're making a movie about an old radio superhero. Like my grandmother, I watched
Now-
that movie with my grandmother, and then she told me about how her and her siblings would sit around the radio and listen to the
Listen.
Shadow.
Now I'm gonna tell you,
Wow.
the Shadow was actually pretty good. The Spirit was that was hot garbage. That was
What
the
was
one
the
that they did.
spirit?
The Spirit was the guy
TV
from
show?
My
Suits.
goodness.
No. The guy
With
from
Samuel
Suits.
L. Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson was the main villain. It was Frank Miller, and so it did that whole
Yeah.
like Sin City,
Like
where the
Sin
whole
City.
movie was
Yeah.
in black and white.
When
and
was
the-
Oh, I know what you're
Yes.
talking about.
and
I
it's
feel
like
like
early
wait,
2000s.
I feel like maybe I do remember that, but I don't
And
think I
I
ever
like
saw
that
it.
movie.
gave like
It's terrible.
that is
It's terrible, but I actually enjoy that movie.
that is a.
It's terrible.
I will say that would
the
probably
Rocketeer.
Jeff. No, but see the
But that was
Rocketeer
good.
So
I'll die on the hill of the Rocketeer.
Like,
That was a
yes,
good
the
movie.
Rocketeer was so good. That was like a wholesome good. On top of that, like that was childhood good right there. Wait a minute, we bring no Rocketeer slander.
This
No,
nigga's
the
heart.
Spirit was.
This nigga's
the
heart
Spirit
is
was-
5
fluttering.
minutes ago, Sam was talking about we not gonna judge, and now he waving the dictator gavel.
No, look,
Right?
look. I just said the Rocketeer was good. Brandy said the Rocketeer was good. I agreed.
He said we ain't having no Rocketeer slander. We'll have to take that somewhere else. I don't
I
let
mean,
it
if-
slide.
Ain't nobody microphone go accidentally get muted. No, that ain't happening here.
Sam gonna be like them boys in that video where they be making fun of the old men. He was like, I done let it slide. I let it slide.
I've seen that video. I know the video you're talking about on that.
So anyway, the first nomination is
I think
Green
that is
Hornet.
I think that's
That's
like you
nice.
said, that's a valid selection because it did not get the kind of popularity that it could have rightfully earned on its own. I think it's kind of like in the middle as far as like ratings and stuff. I don't think it's rated very high. It's like a 50 on Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic has it like 4.8. Like I'm not looking at it on screen. It has it a 5.8. IMDb has it a 5.8 out of 10. 45%
Dang.
on Rotten Tomatoes and
it was
39%
not that
Metacritic.
bad.
Right. It was not that bad. It really was not
Yeah,
that
they-
bad.
Seth Rogen should have took a couple more different roles between it. Like you can't go from pothead to superhero and then have people even
Yeah.
remotely begin to appreciate the nuance that you
That
contain as an
was that
actor.
before or after Pineapple Express? Because my sister
would've
was
been
on a whole
after.
Seth Rogen kick. She was
I think it
pothead,
would have
so
been after Pineapple Express.
that's why we saw it. You know what I mean? Just Seth
Mhm.
Rogen, and I was like, I love a superhero movie. I'll go.
Yeah,
And then I
Pineapple
was like,
Express
you know
was
what? It's not
2008.
bad.
That was 2008, and
Okay.
um,
Green Hornet was 2011.
yeah, because it
And
was
it
Okay,
right.
was
so
and
there,
it was the
there,
same.
that's
It was
why.
the
Because
same
I was
year
kind of sitting
as
here like, why did I even go
Green
see that?
Lantern.
My Seth Rogen,
It was the
absolutely.
same year as Green Lantern. So both of them were out at the same time. So yeah,
That's what I thought. I was like, I
He
think the
got some of that
people,
residue.
yep.
yeah.
They was doing reviews on Green Hornet. They thought they was doing a review on Green Lantern.
We ain't really fucking with Grove Street right
And you
now.
and you know what? It was probably a lot of people who went in there expecting one movie and got something different, so they were really confused.
I was like,
Yeah.
who's
And
the
I can
Asian guy?
right,
Like, what the hell? Where's the ring? What's
Like, he's
right.
happening?
doing all the
He
work.
didn't see his ring. Yeah, that could be a whole problem right there. All right, who else has a movie selection? Everybody's got one. All right, Teresa,
I have one.
what is one of your movies?
I have to preface it a bit. I'll try to be not too long-winded. But
Okay.
I used a list called The Best of So Bad It's Good Cinema. And there are like 150 movies or something like that on the list. And when I got to the movie on the list, I was kind of taken aback and offended. I was like, I like that movie.
What you talking about? It's so bad.
Right. And for when I was young, I would see a movie, and even if I liked it, I would not necessarily have to see it again. If I saw
Gotcha.
it, I saw it. That's good. But this movie came out when I was in grad school. I saw it like 9 times in the theater.
Wow.
I was
Nice.
obsessed, completely obsessed. And for it to show up on this list, I am kind of hurt. But the movie is Armageddon.
I love that movie so
I
much.
love that movie.
Fucking cried.
The
I
theaters too.
fucking cried. The movie made me cry. I'm a
I
bitch
literally just
every
watched
time
that
I
movie
see
and
that movie.
sobbed like I
I
never
had-
saw before.
I had the
I'm-
soundtrack on repeat.
Oh,
I had
I love
T-shirts of them in their orange jumpsuits, and I was wearing them to the theater. And the little box office dude was laughing at me like, "Here she come again." I love that movie.
I love that
I
movie.
almost
It's
find it hard to
cheesy.
believe that
It's cheesy.
people
Yes,
didn't
it's
like
that
big
movie.
budget Michael Bay
But
believe
cheese,
it.
but
It's
my God, it's
cheesy
good
and
cheese.
formulaic.
But how
Oh.
is it bad?
That's good
Oh my
cheese.
It's
God,
because
yes.
okay. I think speaking for people who don't love that movie, as someone who I don't hate it, but I don't
Gotcha.
love it.
Okay, gotcha.
There are things in that
First
movie
of all, how
that are
dare
just
you?
like, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Continue.
But it's like there's stuff in the movie where it's just like
It's a movie. It's not supposed to be
permission to
realistic.
shake the
Cheese is
hand of the daughter
terrible.
of the bravest man I ever met.
Absolutely,
So
yes.
what?
That's
And
He
don't you besmirch his
died
name.
On a
Don't you
comment, my
besmirch that
nigga.
man's name. He
He
died
died
for
on
you.
a comment.
RG, you're not about to complain about the writing in Ironheart and the writing in the Alkalite and defend that.
What? Is
You
that
can't.
something that
You
is that
can't.
something that I
No.
believe some rigid white dude who watches a lot of Seinfeld would try to say? Yes. I think he
No.
would say that. Permission, trying to
Listen,
be all fucking stoic and
Sometimes
shit like
you
that.
just
It's
need
stoic shit, man.
funny
Man,
characters.
what white man is that
and-
emotionally intelligent and
Really?
prepared?
Every now and then you go. Thank
Bruce
you.
Yeah, he got blew up.
Okay,
There you go.
Harry.
Bruce Willis.
Harry
He was the
died.
captain. He was
To
There
the
you
save us
go,
all.
Harry. There you go, Harry, man.
That's
Fucking
right.
Man,
Harry
my
died on a
cousins
comment.
watched
Don't
that
you
movie so
ever
damn
know.
much.
What's wrong with
It
you?
is
That
terrible.
nigga made me
It's
cry.
awful. I know.
nigga
It
made
is.
me
It is
cry.
the most awful, predictable, cheesy. But let me tell you something. Michael Clark Duncan.
That's
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, he was
You
cool.
know you have to root. You know
That
you
movie-
have to root.
that movie is probably the only reason I know Steve Buscemi's name.
Mm,
Yeah, he looked
Mm.
I
crazy.
love that movie.
dang.
People was in that movie. You was like, why are you even here? Owen Wilson.
And then
he
it's just like
was
some of
there.
this stuff. It's just like,
Right.
oh,
He
you're
didn't do
screwing
that.
the boss's daughter.
Nope.
Ben Affleck.
Hip-
Now the boss and the son-in-law gotta go on the spaceship together to save the Earth. Oh, who's
What a
oh,
coincidence.
looked
the
up to Harry
remote
like a father,
I don't-
the remote
and Harry
doesn't work
sacrificed his
on
life.
this sophisticated technology. This remote don't work, so now one of us gotta stay behind.
Whatever.
Damn.
It's
Gonna
a
be
good movie.
Damn.
yeah, man. Bruce Willis,
Damn.
take your
No.
old ass in there. We know it's gonna be you. You're not about to
Good.
blow this. You're
Always
not about
knew
to blow your daughter boyfriend up. And
that you
come
had
back
a
to Earth.
hater spirit, but
Ooh.
It was
Been
just
hanging
like,
around.
How's it feel to be
RG
me,
Mall.
Flash?
nah. It's one of the things where it's like, I feel like a lot of the cookie
no,
cutterness
but
of
I
it
absolutely
taps
get it.
into the
Everything you're saying is
suspense.
100% valid.
It's like I
You
know,
are.
I know these niggas about to make it back.
I hear you. I hear you.
I know these
But
niggas
I'm
about
sorry.
They're gonna blow up. They're gonna blow up the
The
asset.
conversation with him and Liv Tyler, and it cuts off, and she puts her hand on the screen.
Just
Nigga,
every
I
time.
am fucking good.
Every
I'm sitting
time.
there like, don't be no bitch. Like
Just
that shit. As a fucking
dissolve
girl dad,
down the wall. I'm
Man,
sliding
we ain't got
time for
hysterically
this.
if I had
sliding
to
down
have that
walls.
conversation,
You need to
You ain't
Every
got time.
time.
balling.
You need to get off the damn
There
phone
was
and
a
figure out a way
point
to
in
get this remote
time.
working.
There was a point in time in my life when I literally could not listen to. I could not hear the song. I would have to pull over.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
the song would come
Bro, I
on and
hated that song so much.
Don't. It would bring the same emotions of the movie. I'm with
Yes.
Brandy. By the end of that
Yes.
song, I'd be bawling.
Listen,
Man.
And I don't wanna miss a
love me
thing.
some
Exactly.
Armageddon.
Man, I used to
I'm
Even
make fun
I
of
know that
song
bullshit.
Teresa.
Even
I think
I
we
know
should
that
write them.
bullshit.
What in the hell is
Nobody-
wrong with these people?
Good pick, Teresa. Good
Thank you.
pick.
So,
That is
so
an
did you?
amazing
Just out of
pick.
curiosity, did you see Deep Impact also?
Hell
I
no.
did.
Yes,
Yeah,
god
but-
damn it. What a now that's a good movie, but fuck, it's like yeah, yo.
Because it's
Here's
like that
Armageddon.
is the
You feel Armageddon makes you feel good? You good?
And
You
they were
feeling
out at
good
the
right
same
now?
time.
All
So
right,
what?
here you go.
right.
Watch
That's
Deep Impact.
that's
He
why I
did
asked.
that the same thing
Yeah.
later on that same year. It was like Volcano,
Yep.
and there was
um,
another.
the one with
2012.
what's
No, it was
the
it was
volcano, the
2012
one with fucking
and
Pierce
The Day
Brosnan.
After Tomorrow. The Day After Tomorrow in
No.
2012
Pierce
came out.
Brosnan
There
was
was
in it.
a
It was Pierce Brosnan in it, the one Brandy you talking about. So there was
other
Volcano, the one
one.
with Tommy Lee Jones. There was the
Yes,
movie
and
with
then there
Tommy
was
Lee Jones,
another
and then there was the
one.
one with Pierce Brosnan.
Something Dante's Peak.
Dante's
Dante's
Peak. There
Peak
you
and
go.
Volcano came out at the same
Same
time, and
time.
it was like, what do y'all?
Right.
Oh yeah.
The
Like
same
you said,
movie.
The Day After Tomorrow in 2012. Like
Yep.
what y'all trying to say?
Well, keep in mind, we had just gotten through Y2K because Deep Impact and Armageddon, that was late 90s.
Yes.
That was right before we had the
Yeah.
big Y2K
Right before.
scare.
Yep.
And then Y2K happened. And of course, it was like, well, since we managed to get through this disaster, here are all the other predicted disasters. What was the last time we had that? That was 2022 they thought was going to be the Mayan calendar predicted
Yeah.
or something.
At this point,
So-
right. Wait.
Yeah.
See, no, like I feel like we
If
are.
the Aztecs is coming, thank God. Thank God you're
Oh
here.
This
my
is
God!
the
Is
reality.
this the
No.
segue? Is this the segue?
We are now in the reality that existed because we
Tangent.
didn't have all of that happen. See, it was supposed to happen and it didn't. This is now the result.
And it went all downhill.
Exactly. If it had reset like it was supposed to, the way the
Well,
Like
aliens
Mount
are-
Olympia
I'm
is
gonna
about
bask
to
in the
erupt.
knowledge. I'm gonna
okay.
bask in the knowledge that somewhere in some other universe that didn't happen. And my social
with you.
security is like $2 million right now. So that would be awesome.
Just I'm like at this point, just they're like, oh, the aliens, good. Just
Please.
Mars
all
Attacks.
the beams.
Mars
all of
Attacks was a
them. We're
documentary.
just
Okay, Jeff,
fine.
RG, who wants to go next?
Go ahead, Jeff. I'll go last.
My first movie is the kind of movie that people act like they too good to publicly say they enjoy. Part of a series of movies that cinephiles and people who know about
Not-
film
Not
like to
cinephile.
turn their noses up at. But
This motherfucker's
the end
been
of the
reading
day-
books a lot lately.
At the end of the day, these movies were funny as hell. They made you laugh. This one in particular, I picked this one because I have fond memory of. My grandmother don't like. My grandma likes to read. She don't like foolishness. But this movie had her dying laughing. Ernest Goes to Jail,
Oh wow.
Oh,
and I
What?
think that the
I
comedic
love
styling of Jim Varney
all of
is
Ernest,
overlooked,
everything.
and I think him playing two different versions of two
Mm,
different people in the movie,
mhm.
I think should is another reason why I picked this one to like just highlight like he not just getting in there being himself like bullshitting, like he's acting and he's doing the comedic thing and the comedic timing. And for those kids who had to stay home a lot on the weekends and didn't have cable, Ernest coming on TBS and all the local affiliate
listen.
channels in the
Mhm.
Saturday afternoon movie slot. Hey man, I can't turn
My
my back
dad
on what got me here.
loved Ernest. Ernest
Mm.
used to come on. I think he
That's a
started
good
on the
pick.
Tonight Show.
That's a good pick.
Like, was he like a recurring character that like popped up on the Tonight Show or
I don't
something?
know. I
And
thought he
then
was
With
from a commercial. I
Carol
thought
Burnett.
he got his commercials after the fact. It was like
it
I think he had
was.
like a TV show or specials that he would do, and
Wow.
then the movies. Because by the time the movies came out, we knew who Ernest was. My dad was a
I only
huge
remember him from the I
Ernest
Guarantee.
fan. But my dad also liked Hee Haw. Maybe it's something about being grown up in the South, and
Mm.
you know what I'm saying? Like everybody kind of watched that stuff, but he grew up in Texas. Maybe he knew Ernest. I don't know. But I relate, Jeff. And you know what? I did think that they were good movies, and they are funny and like clever, more clever than people give them credit for.
And it's a movie. It's a movie, and like I saw a tweet the other day that I was like, yeah, this makes sense. It's one of the movies that we don't have no more, where it's like kids and tweens can watch it. Like I feel like the
Mhm.
last real people who have been making stuff like this, and they don't do it as much anymore, was like Disney Channel when they was making like their Disney original movies, like having something so that like the tweet said these kids are going from watching Bluey straight to watching the pit and nothing in
Yep.
between, so they don't know how to watch TV. And it's
Yep.
true, it's like
It
you
is.
going straight from kid stuff to prestige drama, and like you don't know anything about movies and structure and what's supposed to be good, so all you think is anxiety. TV is just high anxiety, stress, people getting killed, people dying, and it's like there's a whole other
Getting beat
world
up.
of movies and non-stressful
Nonsense.
ways to engage in video media that we don't even have anymore.
Yeah.
So that's my pick for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think the Ernest
I'm not
movies,
mad.
they definitely fill a void that exists. And
Did
I'm
you like
curious,
Camp?
what was Ernest Goes to Camp?
Did you like Camp? Jeff.
Yeah, I like
I liked them all. I liked
my
Ernest Scared. Was it Scared
Ernest
Stupid?
Scared Stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I used to like. We liked
Man, they
them
came with the
all
yeah, I mess
around
with
our
all of them.
neighborhood.
Okay.
Ernest Goes to Camp was the first one. Ernest Goes to Jail was 1990. And let's
That's what I'm
see.
saying. I think he had
Wow.
a TV show or
Holy
something.
shit.
It's
That has an
70.
11 on the tomato meter and 49 on the popcorn meter.
Wow.
I'm with you, Jeff. That we need justice for
That
Ernest.
fits the criteria for real.
That absolutely fits credit. Damn, they was dumping on it on both sides.
That is woof.
I'm really shocked that like people didn't like it.
Well, it's like, what did you expect when you went to see a fucking Ernest movie?
Right. Like
It's like when I sit down to watch an Ernest movie, I go in with expectations. If I don't want that, I'm not going to watch an Ernest movie.
That's facts.
Because for me, I'm looking at it like, what's the difference between Ernest and Mr. Bean?
Exactly.
Like, y'all think that shit just funny because it's English and
British
sophisticated,
comedy.
and yeah,
Right.
it's
That's
highbrow.
all it
It's
is.
like, no, it's more like being stupid. Just like over here, we got people who be stupid and doing the same thing.
I think that's probably why I like. I don't know. I like that too. I like Monty Python.
I love Mr. Bean.
Oh,
You know,
let me tell you something. I just found out
Yeah.
about Amazon Prime, and I just added it to my list today. I knew about Blackadder already, but there's some like cop show that he was on, and I was like, it's got 2 seasons. Okay, well, shit, let's add this. I watched
So
about,
like 8 episodes.
I think so,
yeah.
British
but it's
motherfuckers don't be making a long season.
got two
The longest
seasons.
I think was what Luther.
Yeah, and that
Luther
was
had episodes.
No,
Like,
Doctor Who. Doctor Who be having long seasons.
Yeah.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Luther
Doctor
was
Who
short.
comes-
Luther would
I was
always
gonna say
be
Doctor
like
Who comes on like every day
6
for
or
them,
7
right?
episodes.
No, it's
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
I feel like Doctor Who must come on every day with the number of episodes it has and the number of seasons it's been running and the way it's been going on. Because even like Sherlock, which was really good, only had like
Oh yeah.
6 episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Granted,
another short
each
season.
what was it, like
episode-
8
Each episode was like
episodes?
an hour and a
But they were
half.
hours. Yeah, they were longer. They were long episodes.
Every episode was a mini movie,
I
but
love, and that's funny because he plays Sherlock and he plays Doctor Strange, and I like him in both. But I don't necessarily. Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock is not a Sherlock I revisit
Nah.
like that.
I think
But
it
I
was
do.
good
But I do like
for
the
that
movies.
I
series.
I
liked
do
it,
enjoy the
but
movies.
I
and-
like Benedict's Sherlock better.
Yeah.
He's more consistent with what I expect and know Sherlock Holmes to be. Like when I
Yes.
read the books and Bounds of Baskerville or Hounds of Baskerville, 7% solution, like
Yeah, he won the Sherlock off.
right. He
yeah.
is Sherlock. And honestly,
did.
even the TV show Watson that's on right now,
Yeah,
Just got canceled.
I know
they did one with Lucy Liu that I liked, and it got canceled because I liked it.
That was
Elementary.
elementary.
Yeah.
I liked that one.
and see
I
and,
liked
and the
it.
way
And they canceled it because I
the
liked
way
it.
he portrayed
I'm
Sherlock
sorry.
was consistent. Robert
Stop
who is this?
vocalizing.
Robert
this shit.
Carlyle.
Don't post
I
that.
think Robert Carlyle, who
Why do you have to like
is
stuff
playing
until the
Sherlock
third
in this
season?
one. It's tough because it's like this guy he hasn't done enough Sherlock stuff for me to even recognize him as a Sherlock. The show is called Watson, so we focus on Watson.
Mhm.
I get that. But if you've introduced Sherlock, if he don't do some Sherlock stuff,
See, I'm gonna sound
Right.
like you. I saw him as a Sherlock only because I know him as Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a
Okay.
Time,
Once upon
and
a time.
I feel like
yeah.
those characters. I'm like, I can just think I can imagine the Sherlocky shit you be doing when you really be on your Sherlock. You know what
and
I mean?
and I guess my complaint is more that because the show is called Watson, we
yeah,
have to focus on Watson.
yeah,
I was fine with not having Sherlock. He could
Yeah.
have been just a dream sequence, just a figment of the imagination. Like, there's a lot of ways they could have like let Sherlock be there, but not be there. But if you actually decide to introduce a character, he's now a character, and he's a
Right.
well-established
I'm
character.
gonna need a little touch of the tism.
You
I'm
got to
gonna
do
need
some
some
Sherlock
addictive
shit.
behaviors. I'm
You gotta do
gonna
some
need a
Sherlock.
Well, are you-
violin
did
every
you-
now
are
and
you caught up
again.
on it?
Like,
Yeah,
okay.
and-
Because I'm
and
gonna say they
and I
kind
think
of did that.
they have, but
And-
there's still the focus is still this is Watson's show, and it would be so easy to overtake Watson's show with Sherlock because Sherlock is the main character. Watson always been the sidekick. Now we doing a show about the sidekick, but you introduce the main character. Oof, trouble. So that to me was kind of problematic to start, and we got enough going on with the fellows in that show. We don't need to add no other confusions with Sherlock.
Hey, that one lady, crazy.
Ooh, she is. Yeah, she a problem. Okay, RG, because we would go off on a whole other tangent talking about Watson. Because that's one I get my wife. I don't have to twist my wife's arm at all to watch that show. So, Morris
Understood.
Chestnut always find a damn reason to have a shirt off. So it ain't hard to get her to watch that one for some
Yeah,
reason.
good riddance.
Go figure. Right. That and Cross got. Oh well.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. All right. So my first pick is one. I don't know if it's rated that bad by like the general public, but I know critics like talked a lot of shit about the movie, and I'm a huge fan of the movie. And I champion the movie every fucking chance I get. It's Odd Thomas. I probably mentioned it before because I talk about it. It's a dope ass movie. Like, I'm not big into like horror or shit where there's a lot of supernatural shit and people, there's this one person that could deal with the supernatural shit, but then nobody believes that person can see the supernatural shit. So that trope just completely throws me off from horror movies. I can't do it. I know if my wife came up to me and told me she saw some little nigga dancing in the corner of the house, we out. Like we're not going. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you postpartum. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you depressed, oh, you going through some shit. You menopausal. I'm not going to do all that. Like I'm gonna believe her. Like why would I not believe this person who I've known for years is just going to make up some shit? And so this movie is the anti that. Like it's a dude. He sees spirits. He sees people after they die, and the people around him believe him because he helps solve shit. So it's a good, to me. That kept me in, but the relationship between him and his girlfriend is just incredibly fucking sweet. They did a lot with the time. The chemistry between the two of them was absolutely perfect. You know what I'm saying? For young love. And the way she dealt with him and the way their quirks worked together. Like it was a pleasure to watch on screen. The parents, you know what I'm saying, were absolutely perfect.
What movie is it?
Odd Thomas?
2013.
I know the book.
Odd Thomas.
Yeah, Dean
never see the movie.
Wrote the book.
I didn't see it either.
Yeah, I read the book. But I've never seen the movie.
The movie
Who's
is
in the
available
movie?
On Tubi, Anton Yelchin, Addison Timlin, Willem Dafoe, Patton Oswalt, Gugu Mbatha-Raw.
Yeah, it's a good cast. It's
I
a
have
good
to
cast.
watch that. I like Dean Koontz. I read the book.
Let me tell you,
they did the movie pretty close to the book.
Well.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard it. When did it come out?
If he didn't die, 2012 maybe?
2013.
I've seen this cover a number of times. I didn't know that was the guy from Star Trek.
Yeah, that's the only reason why they didn't do other movies. Like they had planned to do more because I think Dean Koontz had other books. Like there were follow-up books to that.
Yeah, there were other books.
Okay, so yeah, I remember they were probably gonna do other movies, but homeboy died. But I mean, that movie is it's the CGI is not that. I don't know if that like indoors like they could do.
Here you go.
They could do some remastering. No.
Not when I'm writing it down. Don't be trying to.
Nah. That ain't gonna ruin it for you. That's not gonna be the reason.
Let me tell you something. Just the way you was hyping it up, I was ready to tell everybody where they could watch this movie.
Right?
Because it's super rare for you to like something. And I was like,
Listen,
look, there's always a tinge of
I want to know now.
I can't
check
help
this
it.
out.
Right. RG.
No, but I'm telling you, to be honest, I recommend this movie often, man. It is a really you know how I am with the writing. It's a well-written movie. It's a well-acted movie. The premise is interesting enough to keep you interested. The hook, whatever little, there's no MacGuffins. Everything about that movie is fluid, and all the characters' actions make sense. They're all in line with who they are. The outcome is logical.
They don't do well adapting his movies. So if you say this is a good one, I'm really going to look.
From what I've heard from someone who read the book and then we watched the movie, like that was, you know what I'm saying? Like that it was very close to the book. So
definitely, I'll check it out. All right,
that's my first pick. See, I got one. I'm not all hate.
Round two.
I'm not all hate.
All right, that is.
Not all hate. It's a heart in here. It's not just a hole.
My next movie, my next pick is everyone I've talked to about this movie. I've always heard good things about it. I feel like it's the kind of movie, if you've seen the movie, you probably like it because most people only recommend it to people they think are going to like the movie. It didn't do very well at the box office. I don't even know if this had a theatrical release. Um, Christian Bale. This movie came out in 2002, and it actually has a decent little cast. It's got some cool people in it. It's got Taye Diggs, Christian Bale, Sean Bean. It's called Equilibrium.
Sounds familiar. I feel like I've
Hell
seen
yeah.
that.
Hell
I feel like I
Equilibrium.
saw that.
That movie is the bomb.
Equilibrium introduces something called a gun kata. And this is right around, and this is in 2002. You know, we've had the Matrix. We're working on the second Matrix, and we're now believing that, you know, black leather, lots of guns, and kung fu are all fully acceptable for anybody because we saw Surfer Boy Keanu Reeves doing correct. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was literally one of the first, I won't say rip-off movies, but it was definitely sitting in that little circle. They was trying to make sure they was catching all the same people to get them in. The big thing about this world is emotions are suppressed. Big Brother is taking over by everybody takes this medication and it literally suppresses emotions. So when you hear music, that causes emotion. When you see art, that causes emotion. When you read books, that gives you an emotion. If you feel something soft, you might have an emotional reaction to that. And by suppressing people's emotions, they're able to control the populace. This cleric, his name is John Preston. Something happens, and for whatever reason, he misses his dose of numbing medication, and he starts to experience emotions. It is the dumbest premise. But as you watch this movie, you can follow along and see what is happening. And it fits in the same kind of one man has to rebel against the oppressive society. Somebody has to be the spark to start the revolution kind of thing. It just happens that it's going to be Christian Bale. And if nothing else, the action sequences in this movie are by far some of the most impressive stunts people have seen in theaters. I love this movie. It's pure adrenaline and nothing else.
The cinematography and the editing of the movie help a lot with carrying the premise along. Like it's a well edited film in that the way they film the gun kata and the way they show it to us is in a way that it's very accessible.
It makes it look so much more than it is.
Yeah.
Because they show you like an animation of what the gun kata is. They've studied hundreds of hours of footage of people who have been shot in close quarters combat. And by following a strict set of movements, you can do the most damage with the gun. And then it's like,
it's a reach like a motherfucker.
Cheesy, but it's so much fun. Like, I love this movie. And again, critics hate it. It was obviously a Matrix ripoff. Critics hate it. But most people who have seen it, like I said, most people that I've talked to who have seen the movie, everybody seems to like the movie. But I know it's not.
It's like Wanted. It's just a good action movie with cool sequences. Like,
and that's really what it is.
Gunplay that's not unique. Possible.
Yeah, no, it's
they gotta shot you. You would have got shot all them bullets, nigga. The bullets is coming random as fuck. You ain't gonna predict this bullshit. Nigga, you getting hit. we know how this movie is. but it looked good though. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
It's a
Christian Bale looked smooth and
self-esteem.
shit. You know, he was like, oh,
You're doing
I mean,
all that.
honestly,
Meanwhile, the person is like, here, take this bullet.
right. And it's like,
right, like nigga,
I will say, if you check the movie out, you'll see why it looks really
got that
cool.
switch on my shit.
It's super flashy. But there's also a
Yeah.
scene where like he's running down a hallway and he's like, okay, I'll go. He takes off his jacket, drops it down, takes out his guns, and he starts running down the hallway. And he's getting ready to breach the door. And the guys who are like getting ready to go, they have shotguns pointed at the anchor points of the door. They shoot right as he like runs and jumps, kicks the door. He slides in the room on the door.
Spectacular. It's fucking spectacular.
And then he stands up and the lights go out. And then everybody's like, where is he? Did you get him? And then you just see flashes of lights and his arms doing this number.
The sparks. Right. The room is lit up from the sparks from his gun.
And it is honestly one of the coolest sequences. The Matrix actually doesn't have anything as cool as that. Neo stopped.
I cannot judge.
All right, now stop the cap.
like
Now
shoot 'em up.
stop the cap. Now.
So
I
no,
like
I'm
shoot 'em up. So
I'm gonna have
I
to see
cannot
it because
judge
what you was describing was not cooler than what I saw in the Matrix.
I'm telling you.
Motherfucker said
Yeah.
was doing the robot.
I don't know if I'm going to say it was cooler than the Matrix.
I think those action
I will
sequences,
say it's dope as fuck. It's a dope ass movie
Absolutely.
on its own.
in terms of the gunplay, absolutely.
Yes.
But yeah, check that one out. Equilibrium. That's my second pick.
I didn't know that was
Alright.
poorly rated. Okay.
Yeah, critics gave that a 40.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow, that's
Critics
terrible.
gave it a 40, and let me see if it has box office number. Brandon, you go ahead and go. I'm gonna find box office numbers for Equilibrium.
My second pick is a movie that if you know it, you know it. And a lot of people didn't see it, and I feel like a lot of people should have seen it because I think it was a really good movie. It is about a family in Brooklyn. What are they? Puerto Rican, maybe? Is she Puerto Rican? I don't think she's Mexican, but it's her and her husband, and they have kids. And it's just kind of surviving in Brooklyn and going through love and ups and downs. And yeah, it's a movie called I Like It Like That. It came out in the probably late 90s. And it was just a small slice of life, day in the life of movie. Nick, what is her name? She was on New York Undercover. She played the
Lauren Velez.
Lauren Velez. Thank you. Yes, it's her movie. She wrote it, she directed it, she produced it. It was a labor of love for her, and it was kind of a story that she told about her life in Brooklyn. And it's really funny and just kind of, again, it's just a slice of life. Like if you liked Crooklyn, you would like I Like It Like That.
Okay.
It's got a good soundtrack. Nobody ever saw it. It was one of those in-cap movies at Blockbuster, and I fell in love with it. I bought it. I just love it. So my second pick, if you ever get a chance, sit down and watch I Like It Like That. I think you would really like it.
Okay, we'll have to check that one out.
And I have no idea what it was rated because I think it was like me and her mom and her cousin saw it. So
It is in fact rated R.
I
I'm
mean
pulling
like
it
on Rotten Tomatoes or whatever. I don't know if it even
um,
has a rating.
up. Let's see. I like it
Dang.
like that.
Yes, literally.
Man, we don't care what them white people got to say about this
I know,
black
but
and
there's-
Latino
Right.
movie.
Oh no, this one.
Right. This brown girl.
This is actually rated. This was rated pretty high. It's 89 on the tomato meter and 91 on
Wow,
the popcorn
really?
meter. So
Hey, me and my
it's rated.
cousins represent.
It's rated fairly well by critics. And I mean, it's actually it would be positive. It's a certified fresh 89.
They like rating shit high that niggas never seen before. That
I'm
wasn't they
telling
couldn't
you,
make
it's
no
so
money.
good. I'm shocked.
But I
I'm
will say
shocked,
also,
I
no,
was like, it's just us, like 16 of us. That's
the important thing, it is a 91 on the popcorn meter, which means audiences rated it high as
Yeah.
well. So that
That's
Yeah,
is
I'm
insane.
talking.
equally.
Good for people. I have
Yep.
faith in humanity
Yeah,
restored.
that be them white people that go to film festivals and shit. Oh, you gotta see it, man. This movie.
Put it
It
Just
in
the
was
theaters.
this
rawness.
or Mi Vida Loca, which is another one that if you ever seen,
That's so
good ass
honest.
movie. There's only
The
like 12
raw is
people who
so
saw it, but it's
pure.
fire.
Such
That's it.
artistry. You come to the grips of the hood.
The budget,
Just
the
holds
budget
you.
for Equilibrium was 20 million. The box office was 5.3.
Wow.
Absolutely considered a flop.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a flop.
So
That's a
go
big
check
flop.
it. That's a big
Equilibrium.
flop.
Equilibrium blew up in the DVD era.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, this was a
Yeah,
movie that
all the barbershops that couldn't afford the Matrix had Equilibrium.
no, I'm telling you, the people
First off, hold on, man, because we got bootleg
were
Matrix.
actually
So
going to. I think the
Yeah.
reason it even got the 5.3 was people thought they were going to see a Matrix movie. And then it wasn't the Matrix, it was just like Big Brother and whatnot. And since could nobody just check it out. I want y'all to watch Equilibrium and get back to me and tell me what you
it's a
think.
good pick.
But Brandy, looking at this one, yeah, like I like it like that.
It
1.76
was like
million at the
96,
box
maybe
office.
95.
And I just had that
Yeah.
up.
It's
Yeah,
just a really,
release date
really
94.
sweet,
1994.
funny, honest, like charming movie. So about a brown girl in Brooklyn.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Well, we will lean on the fact that maybe it's not as popular as some other movies, but it looks like, maybe a lot of people haven't heard of it. But I don't think anybody. It seems like the people who
Listen,
have
me
heard
and
of
my
it seem to like it.
cousins, we put them scores up. We go.
Yes.
I heard of it because like a lot of my like social media be showing like movie clips, and a clip I think it's from this movie. She like rolled up on her boyfriend, and she's like, "What you
Probably.
doing?" And isn't it like, "Well, what was you doing in the car with?" Yada
Yeah.
yada. And I was like, "Man, they getting into it." I'm like, "What is this?"
That movie is so funny. Just that's where I know Selena's the dude who plays Selena's boyfriend plays her
Yeah,
husband, and that's
yeah,
where I know him from.
yeah.
Before Selena's.
Rita Moreno.
Okay.
Yes. Plays his mama, who's not
Okay,
too
cool.
fond of this little brown girl, and they have colorism over there too.
I know black poppy. I know black.
All right, who we have
Well
next?
done.
Teresa.
Okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and just throw out both of my other two because it's like, I mean, you'll see it's
Okay.
like the same reasoning. Probably the same reasoning for me liking them,
Zero. What's going on, man?
even if they weren't good. So my other two movies are Christine and Pet Cemetery.
Mm,
I
love
am a
Christine.
huge Stephen King fan.
Yeah.
But in the early days, especially, there were some good adaptations of Stephen King books, and they were usually good if he didn't have anything to do with the movie.
Gotcha.
If he wrote the screenplay or if he had too much input, it was usually bad. These two, I don't think he had much input in. But they were, to me, they were just like good adaptations of the books and probably nostalgia too, because Christine and Pet Cemetery are two of my favorite books of all time. And so they translated well into movies. I watched Christine recently with a friend because I don't know, we were talking about
What's going on, Al?
we were talking about or maybe I was talking about the possessed car aspect of it.
Mhm.
And then he was like, well, there probably couldn't be too many movies out there about possessed cars. And I start rattling off a list of possessed car movies, and
There's quite a
Stephen King
few,
wrote
yeah.
like half of them. So, but we watched Christine kind of recently. Now, Christine came out in 1983.
Mhm.
The acting was pretty bad, but to
Oh, it
me,
was.
1983, the special effects were pretty good,
Yeah.
and it translated to me into a pretty good, close, near and dear to my heart movie. So those are my other two picks.
I think the best thing, I think those are good adaptations of Stephen King books because you just can't, it's so hard. Like Pet Cemetery was a good movie and it was scary. But as a
Hmm.
kid, like when we were kids, we would laugh like at Gage, we would laugh because like when he fell
Right.
over, yeah, my cousin used to crack up. Um, but it was scary. Like it was a scary, but I still am like, it just doesn't, it still is not anywhere near as scary as the book. It's
Yeah.
hard to, there's like a panic I get in my chest when I'm reading his books, like a dread, like I don't want to turn the next page. I don't. And I have yet to see them translate that into a movie, but I
Yeah.
do think those two did a good job. I love Christine. I
Mhm.
think a lot of people don't talk about Christine. Poor Arnie.
Right.
I really
I
did love that book and movie.
Mhm.
Yeah. Enough
that
people don't talk
movie.
about Christine. Go watch Christine. It's good. Read the book too. It's really good. It's really good.
Definitely read the book.
I think that it's a movie that I won't say is a victim of its time, but if you try to watch Christine now, it is very dated in terms of film.
It looks like it was
And
done for television.
well, at the
Now
time,
it
a
does.
lot of those
Yes.
movies did.
Now it does, yeah.
A
But
lot
it
of
does.
those.
It did have that aesthetic to it. That
I
was
mean,
almost
honestly,
B movie. That almost made it look B movie ish.
Yeah. I
right,
agree.
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Had a
It
lot of
might have
a lot of
been.
fog, a
Wasn't it?
lot of
Wasn't it a big
unnecessary
movie?
fog.
Like it
Huh?
wasn't like a big blockbuster
It
movie,
didn't
right?
have any
I
like
don't think it
No.
was
real
ever
big
designed to be.
stars in it, big
No.
celebrities.
No.
I think the only
No.
person, I don't think there was anybody that was, the only thing that made that movie cinematic at the time would have been John Carpenter's name. The fact
Oh
that it was
yeah.
John
I didn't
Carpenter's
even I forgot he
Christine.
even did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what that would have been the draw, and it would have had the added bonus of it being a Stephen King
Stephen
story.
King's
Right.
Christine.
So now
Yes.
you got Stephen King and John
And John
Carpenter.
Carpenter.
It's
Yeah, because
got to be
it's a
good
fucking
at a
well
certain
done
level.
fucking
I'm gonna
movie.
go see that movie. In
Like it's
'83.
an
In
ominous
'83,
fucking
that
movie.
movie was the shit.
Right.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
question there. And
Have you
truthfully,
seen the first Friday the 13th?
even looking exactly, that's my point.
Not to mention, in
Mm.
1983, I was 12.
Right.
So it was
There's a big part of it right there. Like you understand, like
That
how
movie did not
terrifying-
make you want to get in a car at night. Like it made you
wasn't even
if
here.
a motherfucker
not
moved
an
a little
antique
bit.
car. Absolutely
Not
No.
them
not.
old
One of them
cars,
big
not them
fucking-
vintage cars. No, indeed. I was
Them
not playing
big
around with
broad-ass
nobody's
fucking
vintage
cars.
car.
Oh no, no,
And let me
no,
tell you-
no.
And don't let it be red and white. You got me fucked up.
Right?
right
Okay.
now today,
I will walk.
right now today, whenever
And
I
I
see
was
like there's a
a
little car
kid
show
when
or
that
something,
happened. I
Bitch
was
better
a
not
little
follow me.
kid, but
and
I
people
remember
have like
Christine.
people have like the nice classic cars, and like you said, they'll get the red cars with the white top or whatever the case. Because that's like
Listen,
a Plymouth Fury at the time. That was just how you did your hot rods. You got it candy apple
Yes.
red, and you had the white top with the white rim tires and that sort of. So when you go to like car shows, I'm always looking at these cars, and people are like, "You want to sit it?" Nah, I'm
I sure
good.
don't. Just like
I'm good.
listen, I was a
Because
hot 7 when Nightmare
if
on
these
Elm Street
doors
came out.
locked-
7, 6, 7. I didn't sleep in a waterbed ever
What?
after Nightmare on Elm. I had to be like 6 or 7 when that movie came out. And when I
Mhm.
tell you, like absolutely not, I'll sleep on the floor. I've
Perfect.
slept
Blame
on
it.
the floor next to my stepmother's bed because she had a waterbed. I'm not sleeping in that bed. I'm not.
We actually
Not
did
gonna
a
go to
little
get me. No, indeed, not tonight, Mr. Freddie Man.
right.
She said,
We did a
"Not
little bit of
tonight, Mr.
commentary on the
Freddie
movie
Man."
actually before the show, and we will come back and address some of this towards the end.
Yeah, we did
Everybody has
talk
not
about it a
seen
little
it,
bit.
but we will pick that back up for you because I'm curious to see it. I don't really feel like there's anything that can be spoiled on this, but I'm definitely interested in seeing it. So, Jeff, let's get your next movie. What's one of your
Second movie also has a Matrix connection because famously is the movie that Will Smith did instead of The Matrix, which is Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
Mm.
In hindsight, I know everybody can look back and be like, man, how could you? But in real time, if you come to me, Will Smith, and I'm coming off the back of every summer
Independence.
being my summer, and you put in front of me weird science fiction time travel savior movie
Right.
and Western based off of existing IP,
yeah?
that's a no brainer for me. As and it's clear why they did that. Now the script, and I think the issue with Wild Wild West is everybody I think went into it thinking it was just traditional Western with a little comedic element to it. But once you got motherfuckers taking their top half of their body off and putting it on giant spiders going through the desert, all right, man, we didn't sign up for all
Right,
this.
I thought it was going to
Sure
be
you don't
Shanghai
wanna do the
Nights. I
Matrix?
don't know what the hell this is.
Right. So
Right.
I
Did you
think it
read the
was a
whole
little-
script? Did you get the whole?
Well, I think they were.
Easy
I
got
think
a
they really were like.
synopsis.
I think after Men in Black, they were really
Think about,
like,
too,
man,
the
Will
cast.
can do anything.
That cast was incredible.
Yeah,
And not
True.
to, turn my
True.
nose up at Joey Pants and Lawrence Fishburne, but I mean, you had what? Kevin Kline, Salma Hayek. Who was the bad guy? What was it?
Kenneth
Big guy.
Branagh.
Thank
Kenneth
you. I
Branagh?
thought it was Kenneth
Yeah.
Branagh, but I didn't want to be wrong. I'm just saying these are
And Ted Levine with his
names,
weird talking
especially
self.
at that time.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
He's the one
Like-
that always talks
and
like.
I think for me, like the movie is not that bad. I think Kevin Kline and Will Smith have very good chemistry, and Selma
They
Hayek.
did.
I think it's
Yes.
a great little trio of balance of, you know, will they, won't they, until you find out it's her old ass husband they saving at the end. But I think the action sequences are cool. Obviously, Will Smith is cool. I think honestly, once people found out Will Smith did this instead of The Matrix, it made people go even harder on this. When this is just like a bubblegum popcorn movie of the week that gets a little bit off the rails at the end because they wanted to go big because it's Will Smith. We coming off Independence Day and we coming off Men in Black. We in outer space with aliens. They probably just felt like they had to do something like big to justify Will being there. You can't just have Will Smith and the story is just the prospectors trying to steal all the gold from the town. But it's like you could have done that and Will Smith would have made that cool and
True.
it would have probably been a more grounded and believable movie than a giant desert spider with a random man's
I know that
half
people
body
like
attached to
to
it.
He looks like he had a
talk
good
about
time.
that, but I just can't see Will Smith. Will Smith in The Matrix turns The
Mm-mm.
Matrix into a
Yeah.
completely different movie.
Yeah.
It turns The
It
Matrix
turns it into
into
Men
a
in
Men
Black.
in Black.
It-
I
Mhm.
understand why he was
Exactly.
like, I don't want to do two of those back to back.
yeah.
Right.
And it loses something trying to imagine. Will Smith is not humble enough. His characters tend not to be humble enough to be a Neo and do the brooding that Neo's done in the movies. This is not an attack
It's
on
a
his range
different
or his
movie
acting
now.
ability.
What
It's
It's
about
just a
not-
whole
iRobot?
different movie now.
And like I said, this is not an attack on his acting ability. His characters,
Yeah,
even
even
in
in
iRobot, his
iRobot,
character
he-
was arrogant as
He
fuck.
was still
Like,
Will Smith.
not even saying
was
he was
still-
Will Smith.
My
His
bad.
character-
I just throwing out.
No, okay, no. And
No, I'm not.
My bad.
I'm just saying, I'm trying to think. I'm like, that was
I
a
know.
darker character for him.
I
It
know.
was.
What I'm saying is like Keanu
Will Smith
Reeves
today could play
has that
Neo.
very believable man that would disappear in the cubicle. He looks like an everyman, if you will. Will Smith doesn't play the everyman character. Like, that's not why you select him. You get him to be Jim West. You get him to be Mike Lowry. You get him because he is loud. He's gonna stand out. Even in our robot, everybody else has on like futuristic. My man breaking out brand new Converse. Something about him always has to be like that different, and that kind of different doesn't work in the Matrix. Now it
I
would
could have
work when
seen him
he's
more
jacked
in
in.
the role of no, I couldn't even say that.
He would have
Just
been
I
great
think
as
it would have
one
been
of
a
the
different
other
movie.
characters
I
and one
think
of the
Neo
other
would.
characters from it, but not as
I
Neo.
think Neo would have just been different because I think
Yeah.
Keanu played Neo with this like level of wide-eyed naivety and wonder where he didn't really know what he was getting himself into, but he knew it was something on the other side of whatever this rabbit hole he was going down on the computer.
Mhm.
But I feel like there's still a way to play Neo and but you had I mean it's like you said, it's Men in Black where he comes in, he still don't know nothing, and he still got like his mentor that got to like teach him and beat him up and all that stuff like that. But his energy being different, I don't know if that makes the movie worse
Well,
or just
I like
different.
him more of the enemy of the state.
I didn't say
Like I
worse.
like enemy
I
of the
said
state will.
different.
Like enemy of the state will could have played Neo because enemy
Ooh,
of the state will was
that's a statement. Have you
well,
seen
he
Less Than
doesn't know.
Zero
He
before
doesn't
we have
know.
that conversation?
Yes, I have
That
too,
right
and
there.
he could, and him as well. Like he could play Neo because he had a sort of the same naivete about him, but at the same time, just with a bit more personality. And at the same time, there was still vulnerability. Like him and Enemy of the State, him and Less Than Zero, they weren't. He wasn't fighting. He wasn't going to be beating nobody up. You wouldn't think that was the guy that was going to be doing that. And so, could he transition into that? Yeah, like that. I could believe that he could have played that. Like you said, it would have been different. And
Right.
the reality of the
Just different.
situation is, in that universe, right? In that universe where Will did take that role, all those people are having the conversation. Like, can you imagine Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves
Can
playing
you
in me.
imagine
That
in
would
the
have been such a
Matrix?
weird
Like,
movie.
no, like
Exactly.
that. Yeah. So
Exactly.
we
Like how Steve Harvey
unfortunately
tried to snake Ocean's 11 from Bernie Mac, and he would have been terrible in that role.
he would have been terrible. Period. So he was just a terrible actor.
I'm just saying.
Well, because don't nobody want no big old country, big lip.
Ah,
Man, that man
that's
funny as
funny.
hell, boy.
Sorry, my cat has
Williams
decided that
crazy.
it's time for him to pay his rent, and he's in my lap right now. So excuse the scratching and clawing he's doing. No, I definitely think that we can certainly agree. Wild Wild West is a fun movie, and
It's a fun
Even-
summer movie.
even with the big giant robot spider leg machine, that was a Barry Sonnenfeld thing. And I think like if you go back and like see the conversations people have had about that, I think that got added. Like that wasn't originally in, and at some point later it
I
was
think
like
that was Kevin Smith on whatever script pass he did. I think he added the spider.
It
and
might have been.
well, it was
I
when
feel like I remember him telling a story about that.
because initially like the spider wasn't a part of it, and they wanted to put the big spider in something else that fell through. It might have
That's
been like
right.
because it was part of
Might have been the
Superman
Superman.
Lives. They were trying to
Yeah.
put the big spider in Superman Lives.
Yeah.
That fell through. It didn't work. And then Barry
And they were
Sonnenfeld
like,
ends up
fuck it. We'll put it
right. He ends up with Wild Wild West.
I said, we
And
bought
they're
this
like,
big ass spider. We
you
got
know
to do
what?
something with
We
it.
got to do something with this spider. Right.
Yep.
And so the South, we call them soup coolers. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad used to call them that.
And so, it's I think that's a good pick, Jeff. You know what? While we're here, Wild Wild West, let's see. What did audiences say?
I think Wow Wow was
'Cause I think it
it was
was
just a flop.
No,
I just don't think it was as successful as his other
because Wild
movies.
Wild West actually they I feel like they made their money. They
It just
were
wasn't
on
the cultural phenomenon
They were on a
Okay.
170 million budget, and
The
they had a
Lakers are-
220. They had a
Holy shit.
$222 million box office.
No,
Yeah,
So
it just wasn't
Rotten Tomatoes.
high
Rotten
as his
Tomatoes
previous
hates.
box office. And you know how
Oh,
people are. If you aren't as great as you were the year before, you ain't shit.
Yeah,
Jesus.
So,
the studios be like that too. So when it's
you
time to
know,
come around the next year and for Will Smith to ask for the $20 million, like, hey, hold on, Playboy. Wild Wild West ain't really Wild Wild West ain't really do what we thought it was gonna do. You
Right.
gotta figure out, is it you or was it the
Yeah.
Just
movie?
barely broke even on that Wild Wild West.
You out here doing all this crazy shit with your son.
Yeah, we had to get Stevie Wonder to clear that sample for Cisco to be back flipping out to the. And what did that get us?
they
Now,
made their money back and some. They
Yeah.
profited. Big
yes,
profit.
they walked away with a profit. So I don't know what the problem is.
It's a good thing.
RG,
They was hoping
Give
it
us
was
your
gonna
next
be a
movie.
Good pick.
franchise.
So, sorry. All right. So my second movie, and this is kind of, I guess it's a weird one. I don't know. I just fucking I like the movie, man. Jennifer's Body.
I
think
love that
Jennifer's
movie.
Body
It's
is a
so
fucking
underrated.
enjoyable
It is
fucking
so
movie.
underrated.
I-
I'm shocked,
thank you.
RG. Genuinely, I am shocked that
Can
you
I
love
tell you?
that movie.
Can I tell you something? That girl, Megan Fox, fucking is a different person in that movie. Who she
Yeah.
starts off as is not the girl she winds up playing for the majority of that movie. After she gets taken over,
Yep.
she acted her ass off. I don't
She
understand the
did.
hate on her. I don't understand why.
I don't either.
What happened
I'm
with
so
her?
glad somebody else understands. I'm
What-
so glad I've been defending the shit out of this woman and this movie since it came out. It got a bad rap because a bunch of dudes went thinking that they was going to see Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried with the titties out making out.
This isn't
And
fucking
instead they
Wild
got a fucking
Things.
feminist movie and they and it pissed them off. And
Oh,
and
God.
that's why they shit on
Want my
Jennifer's
money
Body.
back.
That is a great movie.
That is a fucking good ass fucking movie. Like I
It's a
enjoyed. I
great,
felt
like
I
funny.
felt all
Diablo
all
Cody
the
is an
comeuppance.
amazing script writer. It was clever. It was
Yep.
dark. It was funny. It was
And
scary.
it's
you don't-
consistent.
you know what's
It is
funny?
fucking
I didn't.
consistent.
I actually, and this is going to sound crazy. I didn't watch this movie because I thought it was just going to be like a campy TNA
telling
kind of
you.
movie. And you're telling me there's
Absolutely.
actually
It's
like
not
movie in
TNA.
it?
It's not TNA at all. But
Not
it's
TNA.
now it's got camp in it. Like it's got certain camp in it.
It's
but-
very campy.
She takes
No, I
this
was-
shit
I was
seriously.
fully-
Like
I
I'm
was
not
fully
I'm not
expecting-
bullshitting. She fucking took the
No.
role seriously. She acted
Megan
her ass
Fox-
off. She had to play a fucking
It's
monster.
not her
And
fault. She's
she
hot.
plays a fucking
She is
And I
a
get
good.
that.
She is not Sydney Sweeney. She
Yeah.
can act.
She can act. Yeah. She played a fucking monster.
Pow, pow, pow. Take that, Sydney. Get the strays.
Just strays, right?
I'm
I
just
ain't even that bitch. Man.
I did. I meant to unload the clip on her. I surely did. Because that's a whole nother issue. But Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
Good. You know what, Archie? You all right with me.
That is hilarious.
I'm
Well,
cool
I will
sometimes.
say, RG, you were
Understands me
definitely
about that movie.
definitely in the sweet spot on this one. It got a 47 on the tomato meter, a 36 on the popcorn meter.
Telling you.
Critics didn't like it, the audience hated it. And it's I'm not even going to waste time reading the comments, but
You should.
Okay.
No, see what they say. Because I'm I know. I already know. But it's not. It's so good.
I have not really met anybody to argue that movie in front of me, like face to face, legitimately. So
now,
I
one
don't
thing I
know,
will
like-
say, the reviews that I do see here that are like the positive reviews all kind of come right out and say like Megan Fox is excellent. Megan Fox is great.
She's
Megan
so
Fox did
good.
wonderful.
She's so good.
Amanda's,
I
and
don't-
I like
gotta-
Amanda Siegfried. That's another thing.
I do
like her.
too. I like
I
her
really
a lot
like-
too.
I
And
loved her in
needed
Red
to
Riding
because I
Hood.
know she carried the housemaid on her back. Sydney Sweeney just laid there like a dead fish. Ooh,
Her character even looks kind of deadpan and boring in the trailer. I've watched.
I do not know enough about the Sydney Sweeney's body of work.
When I tell you, Amanda Seyfried, God bless her,
Yeah.
she didn't have to work that hard in Jennifer's body. I would say that.
No.
She had a willing participant on the screen with her in Jennifer's body.
They fucking every scene they were in, those fucking girls fucking ate, man. They fucking.
I loved.
Okay,
Adam
fucking
Brody,
for there not to
up.
be any
band.
tea in this movie, you got to take out the number of fuckers you put in that statement. If ain't that, because it's gonna confuse the audience about what they're going to see. Now, if
It's a
you
good
tell
movie.
me,
Nah, I'm just saying. This is grown
if you say
ass.
these fucking girls in this fucking movie had these fucking scenes,
Then you need to get your mind. You need to get your
I'll
mind
put
back
it
to
this way.
how
I'll put it this way.
old New York
There
niggas
is
talk.
TNA in this movie. You have Amanda Seyfried and Megan Fox.
Yes.
There's,
You will get
I
something.
mean,
You will get something.
right.
I
You
assumed
can't
that there
help
was
but
going to
to.
be,
Yeah.
you know, there are going to be
But
some.
that's
But
not
it
what
is-
the
that
movie
kind
is
of
Right,
stuff.
and that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't even remember those moments. Like they were so. The storyline is fucking good. Like it's a
7
good
minutes
premise.
and 28 seconds. There's a whole thing. There's a whole
They
website
may or may
dedicated
not
to
have
having
made
this
out.
moment.
I'll say that.
Okay,
But
Yes.
but it's so
He said I didn't need to
it's just a
register.
good it's part of it. It's not gratuitous. You know what I mean?
I was
It's
just
part
saying,
of
man.
what's happening.
I mean, honestly, when you opened up and said
As
that
a
it's
nigga,
not
that was
Wild
the.
Things, that was a
I'm
shock
sorry.
to me because I absolutely 100% thought that's what this movie was. I've never seen it,
No,
and it was kind of like,
it's
and
so
I'm not
good.
above,
Let me tell you,
like-
it's in there,
I
but
am
it's
not
like
above
it's in
the
there, but it's
person
not the
who-
type of movie that makes the movie's good enough. So, for example, think about it from this perspective. We read comic books. All comic book heroes technically could be provocatively dressed, right?
absolutely.
But we are so into the storylines that we don't even pay attention. We stop paying attention to that aspect of them, right? With this movie, here you have two girls who you know are in Hollywood, are physically attractive.
Right.
They're they're those type of girls. They've done this type of role. This is what you want to see. But the
Right.
premise and the writing and the acting in the movie is so good
Like,
that at that point you only care about the story. And this
Right.
movie's good enough that you only care about the story.
like you go into this movie thinking it's Mean Girls.
Right. Because
And
she
it
stopped being cute when she stopped being cute when she got like 72
Shit
sharp
stopped being
teeth.
real cute. Yeah.
Right? When she starts slicing your ass up, I'm like, oh.
Shit stops being cute.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nope. She's not nope.
Like I said, it was not
The power
definitely
of
not what
does
I
not
thought it
compel
was
you.
going to be. So, okay, cool. I will
Yeah.
have to check that out at some point. That is new and different. What
Gosh, man.
was
Yeah,
my
more power to you, man. For real. Because people be sleep on that movie.
I gotta find my third movie real quick. I had it in my head. We got to talking now and heard so many movies.
I thought you had 6. What happened to
No,
the 6?
Teresa had 6.
6%, man.
I had
got
4.
6.
On my nerves. Oh, I have multiples.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is an easy one. I like The Last Jedi. I like Star Wars for
Hell
lightsabers. I like Star Wars for lightsabers and space wizards. And The Last Jedi gave us the most Jedi we've had in quite some time in Star Wars. And with the exception of like having to, like, you had to play the video games if you wanted to get Jedi. And to get good Jedi, you had to like control the Jedi so that you could do the cool stuff, because Jedis didn't do cool stuff. We got Revenge of the Sith and saw that, okay, so y'all actually do know how to swing a lightsaber and hit people and do stuff. Because, you know, when the first movies came out, I was a little kid and it was like, I thought that what Luke Skywalker did in Return of the Jedi was the epitome of what could be done with the lightsaber.
Absolutely.
Okay? I didn't know that there was such thing as Swordmaster skill level or anything like that. Then we get around and we have Attack of the Clones, and I'm like, okay, They're using lightsabers to cut open doors. They cut through the floor. What? This guy has a dual-sided lightsaber. And we got a good battle with Darth Maul. Then we got to episode 2. We see Anakin. Yoda brings out his lightsaber for the first time. Like, it just slowly ramped up. And so it was like, then we had this dry spell, no Star Wars. We get the Clone Wars, we get the animations and stuff like that. And then when we get The Force Awakens, wasn't a lot of Jedi in that. Wasn't a lot of lightsaber. You know what I'm saying? We got a little lightsaber at the end. And what I thought we were going to get went away real quick. And then Rey picked up the lightsaber and it was like, okay, we're going that way with it. All right. Guess that's fine. Kind of made it seem like Finn was going to, but that's fine. Okay. We get to The Last Jedi. And we see Kylo Ren and Rey have one of the dopest lightsaber fights in the throne room. Like, that's up there. Very impressive. The way that, like, just and you know, it's just, we've talked about this on many occasions when it comes to Star Wars because it's one of my favorite IPs. It was something different. It wasn't the exact same, you know exactly what it is, cookie cut. Rian Johnson came in, fingers up to everybody and said, we doing Star Wars different today. And that rubbed some feathers, and they brought J.J. Abrams back in, who felt like he had to save it. I'm okay with Luke going out the way he went out, because let me tell you something. Watching Kylo Ren dump everything onto Luke, and Luke just brushed that shit off. Like, that's a hard scene. That's a hard scene. And being in the theater when that happened, everybody was like, you know, and then of course the reveal that he's planets away in an entirely other part of the galaxy, force projecting himself to be there. You know, some people feel some kind of way, but I imagine that would take a lot of your midichlorians to make that possible. So maybe you would just collapse from that. And end of the day, what did he do? He went by, talked to his sister, said his goodbyes, and he went out on top. Now, Mark Hamill don't really like
his
it.
send off. His send off was in the Mandalorian. His send off was in the Mandalorian.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I was about to say, now Mark Hamill doesn't really care for the way the character was treated. So I can't sit here and protest to be like, I know better than him what his character, not saying any of that. I'm saying for the context of the movie that I was watching in the theaters, I was okay with everything as it was presented. I like The Last Jedi as the movie was shown, and they could have stayed on that path. I would have been okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my only issue with my biggest issue with The Last Jedi is just the treatment of Finn. But as far as like the story that they told with the Jedi,
it's a good movie.
I enjoyed the idea that Star Wars could go in a different direction and not be about just like the same fucking family destroying everything. Honestly. And I feel like the strangest thing about the discourse around it was just like, no, this is more inclusive, which also includes you. But when you don't want it to be inclusive, but you think you're a Jedi, like you think that's like if you was in this world, this is who you think you would be. Like, there's so many people who claim to love Star Wars that really don't even understand what they're watching to a degree that it becomes frustrating when you try to show any sort of nuance within the world that they have constructed in their mind that this is the real true Star Wars world. So anything that deviates from that is is heresy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like when people be treating fandom like gospel. Like it's like we gotta grow up. We gotta go talk to some girls. We gotta go,
Use some like discernment.
yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta get into the world, baby. Get out there.
Understand this is not real. It's not
Right.
real. It's
Right.
all fake. It can be whatever whoever wants it to be because it's
It's
fake. There
fictional.
are no
Exactly.
rules. There's like rules, of course, but I mean,
Yeah.
character wise, like I, we've had that conversation.
Many
Mhm.
times. Yeah. I think RG mentioned it last week, and fan is short for fanatic. And
Facts.
some people lean heavily into that side of it and less into the enjoyable fandom side of it. Um, it's there's a way to enjoy things, and it's a way to allow other people to enjoy them the way they want to enjoy
But
them. And
there's
I don't think,
also, I think the issue is not even the fanaticism; it's the entitlement. It's like you think you are owed, like you think Star Wars owes you the movie you wanted
Mm.
because you
Mm.
bought some little funky ass paperback in 1987 about Boba Fett. I'm like, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. Like,
yeah,
so it becomes difficult because you don't even know what's good or not because people are critiquing the ideology, not the actual artwork. Like, did you see
right.
that the other day? I saw an article that said the Alkalite has now resurfaced in the top 10 of things being watched on Disney Plus. Now, when
Wow.
that show came out,
Well, good for them.
you would
OMG.
have thought
Before it
that
came out,
she would have pulled out a bra and burned it with a lightsaber. The way these
listen,
motherfuckers was talking about that show. Like, and now it's like, okay, people are actually giving it a chance. The people who are probably scared off by the bad reviews and the online vitriol, those
Mhm.
people probably was just like ashamed us to watch, or Mandalorian and Grogu coming up. May the 4th just passed. I've been seeing this. Oh, it's a black girl on here, a black girl in Star Wars. Oh, let me check it out. And you know how we do when we start watching some stuff, it go to number one on all the streamers. But it's just sad, like, because there's so many endless possibilities, I think, within that world that make a lot of
facts.
sense, that could make it so that you have more Star Wars. Like Star Trek is going through the same thing. Right now is the first time in I think over a decade there are no Star Trek shows currently in production. And part of
Wow.
that is because the fans jump down everything's throat. They're overly critical of everything. And so when somebody comes in and buys Paramount and they look online and say, well, what's going on with Star Wars? It's like nobody's happy. Okay, well, let's pause everything. Cancel anything in development. Cancel anything that's, and we got to figure out what the angle is. So I, I just wish
That's
that, like,
crazy.
I wish that fans could just understand, like, you're not owed anything. Your
True.
job is to purchase, consume, review at
Mm.
most. But dictate, you can speculate, but I feel like the speculation morphed into dictating. And then when they didn't do what you want, oh, they're
Well, it
just
was
woke mob. Blah,
speculation
blah,
led to
blah.
expectation, and creating
Yes.
expectation on somebody else's product. Like
It's
you can't.
unmet expectation from the perspective of there is already media out that y'all could do. So, like as a Tolkien fan, right? The Lord of the Rings was already written. Silmarillion was already written. They had all those tons of books on it.
Right.
All you got to do is do a movie, puts the book to the movie, give it some visuals. That's it. Story's already been fucking told. Don't sit up here.
Absolutely.
You don't have to recreate. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. And a lot of times,
I
it's
get
like a
that.
lot of this media, like Star Wars. The whole thing was, I think, with some of us, because sometimes I get lumped in with those people that get angry about it, but I'm not angry about it for the reasons that Jeff said. I don't. expect them to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm completely
Right.
fine. I love the fact that he referred to it as a funky ass paperback. That's dope. But
No,
the
that's dope.
reality is, you know what I'm saying? Where it's a funky ass paperback. But from my perspective, it's stop. We're fans of the media because the media already existed. Just give us the visuals. Give us the part of it that we're missing. A lot of times you're taking things that don't need to be modernized and trying to modernize them and make them relatable
So
to
would you
a
prefer
modern
them
day
just do the
audience.
books?
There you go. Like just pick a comic, pick a storyline, and just go with it. Like that's really the reality of the situation. Is the reason why these companies even think it's viable. It's because of us. It's because we're spending all this money on the other media. We're buying the video games. We're buying the bobbleheads. We're buying the outfits. We're going to the fucking conventions. We're
Well,
spending all this money. It's those regular ass fans spending all that, making y'all viable in them sleepy days when y'all don't have no product, no new product. All y'all got is a couple of comics. Y'all got no new product, but y'all still making money.
But I'm gonna play
It's
devil's
the
advocate
fans.
right there and
It's
say
the
that the new
fans.
content came in the form of the video games. The new content came in the form of new comic books.
Correct.
The big question or the big issue is when Disney bought Star Wars. They bought Star Wars.
Yeah.
Now, they get to decide. They get to dictate. They own it now.
Gotcha.
See, but the face you made, that right there.
Do what the fuck you want, but I'm not gonna buy your shit if you're doing some bullshit.
But
Right?
we're not
What
talking.
you're
We're not
saying
talking.
is
But we're
true.
not
Hold
Buy
on.
talking. But
what
we're
you
not
want.
talking.
Hear what
about
I'm
that.
saying.
But don't
Hear
get
what
mad
I'm
when I
saying.
don't like it. I don't
No,
like
it's
it
not
because you
good.
didn't do
No,
what I
you
wanted to
cannot
do.
like it. Here's just listen to what I'm saying before you try to defend the point I haven't made yet. Listen to what I'm saying. New content was created in the form of the video games and comics. When Disney bought Star Wars, if they decide to go back and take all of what they call legends and create that, now they got to loop other people in to the money system. You know what I'm saying? And we know Disney a greedy ass company. So I'm not defending their decision. I understand like what they've done, and I know you get what they've done. But it also gives them the opportunity to tell a new story, to create something new. Because ultimately, that book still exists. You can go back and you always have that book. They can never take away the fact that that book is there and that you may have read that book. And the way that they did that story, the way that they continued on after Return of the Jedi, the story of Luke and Mara Jade and going into the rebuilding of the school and Luke and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like the evil clone, all of that in some form or fashion has come back around. Now, somehow Palpatine returned. Dumbest line in movies. Dumbest line in movies. And it is one of the worst things they could have done. And I know which movie it came from, so I get the irony. But ultimately, it's the concern here is the expectation that they're just going to follow that path. They have an opportunity to make something all new. Now, if what they're making all new isn't necessarily good, that's an argument in and of itself. But to not give them the opportunity to do with their product as they chose simply because something already exists, that's not fair either. Because ultimately, if that story's already been told through that series of books, that means there can't be any surprises. It would be just like if somebody writes, you're an anime fan. How many times does the anime go exactly to the manga? They change some things when they do the anime, and sometimes they pick a plot point here or there and they switch something up because it's more feasible to do it this way. And when you're talking about making these movies, some of those books wouldn't have made very good movies, or they have like so many different locations and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? If we don't get all of that backstory that you get from a book, it's hard to adapt this series of books unless you take like 5 of them, squeeze it into a movie. Now you're trying to put 5 books into a single 2-hour movie. That ain't gonna work. And you're gonna end up making those fans unhappy with the material that they've loved for years. It's kind of a lose-lose. Better
I,
To
off
me,
I,
just
the,
I
going
to
with
understand
me,
what you're
something
to
brand
saying.
new.
me, I just want to say, to me, the real issue is not whether or not people like it or not. It's about how people choose to express that. There's constructive criticism, and then there's just getting online and hating something. And then there's review bombing something you've actually never even fucking seen before.
And
And
that's
there's
bullshit.
a lot of that is happening around these properties, and they're doing it not because they're actually looking at the product, but for ideological reasons that, one, have nothing to do with actually reviewing the product that people are talking about, and two, actually are the antithesis of the ideologies that you would find within this IP that you love so much. So there's an added frustration, I think, for me sometimes. I'll speak for
Mhm.
myself, because one, it's not constructive, two, it's hypocritical. And so it's like, what do you want? You just want a movie with two white boys and a white girl flying in a spaceship with an alien friend blowing some stuff up. You don't care about who blowing up what and why. You know why I know? Because you wear Darth Vader shirts. Darth Vader was a murderer. He murdered children.
He's not a fucking
And
hero because he
and
Not
said
even
the
an
Our
anti-hero.
because right
and
before
he
he died,
is
he said the Our Father prayer. Doesn't
and
work
he
like that.
is and he is by far the most popular Star Wars
Characters.
merchandise
Yeah.
character that we have. So
I think he's top 5 movie villains all time.
Oh yeah,
He's ranked really high.
probably top one.
so when deal so just in dealing with this topic, it just becomes a point of frustration, because it's like the last, like, for me, the Last Jedi, in my opinion, was not as bad of a movie as people tried to make it out to be. People really made it like, oh well, this has destroyed the trajectory of Star Wars. People, as much as people complain about Disney, Disney created Mandalorian, and everybody liked that.
Mm-hmm.
Disney did not create Boba Fett. Now they expanded on it, and that did not come out as interesting as people wanted. You know why? Because
Yeah.
sometimes the cool guy in the corner is only
It's
cool
just a
because
cool
his
buddy.
mouth been closed the whole time. As soon as
He
you
was
start
cool when he
talking,
was a
he
mystery.
ain't
Now
cool.
you know who he is, and he ain't all that. Django Fett
And
was
so,
actually a little cooler.
Disney made Skeleton Crew, which people seem to enjoy. There,
Mm-hmm.
so it, I think people for the most part seem like they enjoy Ashoka. It's like when Disney gets Star Wars right, they don't get no credit as Disney getting Star Wars right. But when it
Yeah.
goes wrong, it's an ideological thing of like, well, Disney bought Star Wars and this is all they were gonna do. Everything they do is like this. It's like, hold on, player, like we just seen a show go from show to movie. Marvel
Yeah,
ain't even did that.
for real.
If you on a TV show on Marvel, like, the most you gonna get is a Spider-Man cameo.
Yeah.
I see you, Charlie Cox.
Marvel goes the other way. Marvel goes the other way from movie
You
to
can
show.
you can be on the big screen and end up on the small screen, and that's how you continue on.
And I
Yeah.
just want to
But
state
that
for the
upgrade,
record,
yeah.
do not lump me in those fucking dummies that
Oh,
Jeff is
never that.
talking about.
Never that.
I,
No.
I don't like The Last Jedi for completely different reasons, but I like your pick. But I have a homie. We are both big Star Wars people. Have argued ad hominem on this motherfucker. I'm sorry, don't make me say it. I think I'm drunk now.
I got you. No, I'm with you.
So
All right, we gonna roll on, because Star Wars is a topic I know I could easily sit and talk about it for a long time. So we will move on. Brandy, what's your number 3? What's your third pick tonight?
For my third pick, I wanted to go really intellectual and deeply into cinematography and film, dialogue, costumes, serious,
Yes.
cinema.
Yes.
That is unappreciated in our time.
Yes.
So my
Yes.
third pick is Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion.
fuck yes, fuck yes, fuck yes.
I'm okay with that.
Let's
Me
That
fucking
too.
is-
go.
That is, yeah.
Let's fucking go. That movie is
It's just a
dope.
great fucking movie. Nobody liked it. I don't think it did well. I don't think nobody
I don't
talks
think it
about it,
did.
but it's just a fucking great
Mm,
movie.
The
let's
fucking
So
see.
dance scene, they are fucking dope. They are,
nice.
I love that movie. That movie's it's a great fucking pick, man. It's a
I don't really
great
have
fucking
much to
pick.
add. It's about two
Yeah,
friends. They
it
go
Yeah.
to
is.
their high
Just
school
have
They go to
reunion.
their 10-year reunion. They make up
They are good at
jobs.
post-its. It's a
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah.
whatever get you through the reunion, sweetheart. Nah, they are fucking all. You know something? It's the sincerity of the
Yes.
actresses in that movie to play those roles, right? Where it's like they're not stupid, right? They're not
Kind of
stupid
stupid.
people,
A little stupid.
right? Well, they're a little stupid. Yeah,
A
that's true.
little.
They are a
They're,
little
they're,
stupid.
they're not stupid. They're
But I
ditzy.
mean,
There's a difference.
yes, they're
They're
incredibly ditzy. Like just yeah,
ditzy.
they are.
Ditzy.
I
But
mean, they were like 90s blondes. That was kind of their what
and
they
then
were
the
feeding into.
awkwardness, like
And Janine Garoppolo is in there, who is so underrated and does not get enough love like she should. She's
yes,
amazing. And
yes.
yeah, I love her. I was her. Like at 16, I modeled my life after I like smoking cigarettes. I dressed all in black. I was very dry and sarcastic. I
Okay.
wanted to be after I saw her in Reality Bites, I was like, move, Winona.
Mm.
I found out she was a stand up. I was like, I
Now
am
I
all
believe
in.
you.
I loved a dark, cynical, dry ass girl in the 90s.
Oh
She was
yeah,
my queen.
you
Very
were a
Daria.
Daria fan.
Right. I was
Yeah,
like very
yeah.
Daria.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good pick. Good fucking pick. Let's go.
Yeah. I think that one, you were not on your
Voting
own for that
Michelle.
one because surprisingly enough,
Really? Look at my
s-
picks. My picks coming
70,
through.
76 on the tomato meter by reviews. It is
There you
certified fresh.
go. I don't
And a
think anybody.
66% on popcorn meter. So critics rated it higher than the people who
I'm
watched it. So
shocked.
it fits exactly
I'm
where we are
shocked.
tonight. No, it fits exactly for the type of movies we're talking about tonight, where the popcorn meter is
It's
not as
like the
high.
critics. The critics are talking shit.
Yeah, I mean, this
If
one's
you
certified fresh, 76. So,
Anybody
huh.
watching, if you've never watched it, just pop it on a Saturday afternoon. It's not anything. It's just fun.
It's not profound, but it sure is a fun watch. It's a fun watch. I ain't never root for two people so hard in a movie. I'll be like, come on, man, they gotta get their shit together. I know y'all gonna be all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just good natured,
Don't let
like
them
they are
people put
so
you
good
down.
natured. Yeah, like come on, don't
All
worry
them
about
people
that.
suck. Don't let them tear you
Thank
down.
you. Hold your head up, girl. What's wrong with you? You was cool as shit in high school.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wondered what happened to Mira, and
Mira
Oh
apparently,
Sorvino.
yeah.
yeah, she's like doing documentaries and like has a master's in history and all this stuff. Like she really veered
Okay.
off and is
Just got
doing all
serious.
kinds of stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
very educated. I was
I'm
like,
not
hey,
mad.
Mira. Her dad was Paulie.
Paul
Oh yeah.
Sorvino. Yep,
In
yep, yep.
Goodfellas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
All
see.
right.
All right, we got Teresa second because she did Christine and Pet Cemetery together. So, Jeff, what you got?
My third one, I brought it back to the realm of comic book movies because that's what we do here on Grown A Geeks. I
Mm.
think that this movie is a sequel to a very bad movie, and the stench of the first movie, I think, hindered the ability of the second movie to be more accepted. The Wolverine with Hugh Jackman.
Mm.
I think that that movie tells a very interesting story about a time in Logan's life that is, very prominently featured in comics and different episodes of, the X-Men comic books and stuff like that, and the show as well. So I think seeing Wolverine in Japan is something fans wanted to see. I think they got a little, again, they with the robots making Silver Surfer this big Silver Samurai this
Silver
big
Samurai.
robot instead of just a dude in a samurai
Samurai
suit
suit,
with
yeah.
magical powers was a little bit. It was like a bridge too far. It got a little too slick, too shiny. When we really could have went a little bit more Kill Bill. I love the train fight scene. A lot of the fight sequences. I love the fight sequence. Literally, as they're approaching the factory at the very end, until you get in there, and then it's a big, like Gundam Silver Samurai, and I'm just like, all right, this is a strange place to decide to get off of the comic book accuracy highway.
Wasn't
But
that one the one with Gambit?
no, that was the first one.
X-Men Origins.
Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, don't ruin it for everybody. Spoiler alert.
No, it was the first one. That's not the one you're talking about.
Nah, I think you're good outside. You have the 10-year. It passes the 10-year window for spoilers. Like it's all right.
No, I don't, right. I'm sorry. At this point,
Oh,
listen,
no,
just be
no,
mad.
not
I
that.
guess if
No, not
if
that.
it's spoiled, then be mad at me because you're wrong for not seeing it by now.
Right.
That's like being like Schindler's List ended this way. Listen,
that was not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to react like that.
The spoiler was that X-Men Oranges Wolverine is my third movie.
oh, bad spoiler.
We will dive more into that in just a bit.
So
it does
We'll
seem
dive
that's the
into that.
connection.
I thought you were something like that's like being like beaches ends how? No, you.
I will say, I think the Wolverine, if nothing else, that might be I think physically,
Okay, then
anyway,
yes,
that was
I
the
did like
best
that one up
version
until
of
the Silver Samurai. I did
the
like
best
that one.
version of Wolverine we had gotten.
Even though I didn't really know, I don't know like I told y'all that. So I don't be knowing the comic stuff. Some of that shit I was like, what are we doing? But then it's along for the ride.
I mean, they modified the story a bit. I mean, Wolverine, what time it is. He coming to town, he messing with your girl. Whoever girl it was got to fight Wolverine. Then they ain't no Wolverine. Except this time, he was like, I got something for your ass. And the mother got a Silver Samurai suit. So that's pretty much all the lore right there.
Yeah.
You gonna come in town. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Hey,
I'm gonna kiss on your girl and leave.
I'm gonna kiss on her, bro.
He's the rightful man.
I'm not
Look,
even
he
kiss
tell
on
you
her.
all
She
the
gonna kiss
time.
on me.
She gonna kiss on me, right?
He tell you all the time. He's the best there
honest.
is at what he does, and what he does is very nice.
So now she done
It's that
chose.
simple.
You selling like, man,
Yeah.
We can get into the gangster shit. Exactly.
I'm Bill, you trying to talk to me now because you heard I'm a little sick, right? I heard I'm going through it. I hear you. All right.
All right, so RG, let's just go ahead and jump right into yours there.
So segue.
X-Men Origin.
I fucking love X-Men Origins. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm literally the only person. I don't even know anybody else who does.
wait, time out. You said yours is X-Men Origins?
Yes.
Wolverine. Yes.
I thought you said it was
Yes.
the Wolverine.
And
I
we was
thought you was
doing so
agreeing
well
with
this
me.
evening.
No, I'm
RG.
not. I like it.
We was
I
doing
like the
so
Wolverine
well
too.
as
I was
coming
was.
together.
I was. I told you I'm drunk. So
Oh my god.
No, but okay, what is it about it that you like?
the movie is entertaining. So outside of Deadpool, right? The representations of Blob, I absolutely love.
Wraith.
yes, I love the representations of the other characters. You know what I'm saying in the movie, because they do kind of show their powers a little bit based off the comics. So I feel like it was a little bit more wish fulfillment in a movie as a comic book reader. I felt like I got more out of the movie as a comic book reader. Um, Again, outside of the fucking Deadpool, I have no idea
Man, that
what the
Gambit was whack too.
conversation went on with. I fucking love that Gambit dude. I
Man, that's
love
the
that
worst.
dude. I
Man,
love that dude. That is my man from Mars, man. Don't you talk crazy
he
about
can
my
go.
dude
He can
from
go
Mars?
back to Mars.
Is it
Talk crazy.
John Carter?
John
That's it.
Carter. That's
I'm not even
fucking
trying to
John
interrupt
Carter.
you, but have you seen the trailers for the new Wolverine game?
Yeah.
Yes, I have seen several of those. I will.
Yikes! I might be occupied for a little bit when that comes out.
I'm not gonna have a chance because I still have another 600 hours of Crimson Desert to get through. So
I guess I'm gonna have to just go ahead and jump on that Crimson Desert. I keep and just people just continuously talk about it and ask about it. And
it's fucking fair. It's the greatest time waster as a grown person as a video game. It's spectacular. It
like
is
I'm
spectacular.
I'm hearing that the comparisons. I think the best comparison I had was somebody was like the way we played Skyrim is how people are going to be playing
Yes.
Crimson
Yes.
Desert.
Yes.
And I was like, damn, they released that game like 5 times. So
Yes.
like, okay, that's high praise.
It's the
Um,
best of the mods.
so here's the I'm obviously, I mean, I'm not here to disagree with you at all. Up until the last five, like I would have been interested in that strike team, seeing the missions they did before Wolverine decided he was done and wanted to leave.
I
Like
could
because
yeah.
obviously they had worked together for a while, and like a little TV show. Like I think him leaving should have been the end of that movie.
Right.
Him leaving that team, making that movie, showing all the different things they do, the dynamics between letting his tension with Stryker build up to the point where maybe in the last like 45 or not even 45, last 30 minutes is him leaving and not being able to leave. Wade's already had his surgery that made him whatever that monstrosity was. But as you mentioned, those were good characters and it was good representation of those characters. So everybody kind of like, Wraith isn't going to be like, oh, I'm just a regular guy now. Like, no,
Right.
bro. First of all, you retired military, special forces operative and whatnot, doing some real black ops type stuff.
Yeah.
Bolt is you a walking like the characters that they chose to use, and Blob is just going to be cage fighting. I mean, like they could have at least put him in a cage fight. They just got him in a regular like gym as the trainer
Yeah.
person. So there's parts of it that I'm like, oh, they could have did more with it. But I get what you're
Yes.
saying as far as like the casting, the people they had, the people they picked to be in the movie. That does make for something good.
Yeah. And that was just the segue between him and Sabretooth.
Yeah.
You know.
I think
Well,
Stryker was cast very well because something about him makes his face very punchable.
yeah.
Um,
He's hateable and menacing at the same time.
yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
give it
So
to
I
him.
think that part of it was good. Um,
Ooh.
okay. Well, I will. That's still an interesting pick though overall. But
It is.
hey,
Yeah,
movies you love
I
that.
ended the show on that note. Wah, wah. Wolverine Origins, bitch. Subscribe and like.
We listen and we don't
That's
judge.
Hey, it
Save
is.
space.
It
Save
absolutely. You know what?
space.
I'm with it. I'm with it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Um, but honestly, dude, choose a QR code that you want to click. Jeff has one. I've got one. Either one of those will take you to where you can find us, follow us, and stay a part of what we do here. We've been going live a little bit more. We might get some evergreen content out here to you soon, but we've been enjoying these live shows. I enjoy the live shows because no editing. Um, but there is something that I wanted to share with y'all real quick. Coming up next week is MomoCon. And for MomoCon, I have a couple of cosplays. And RG, I want to get your opinion on this cosplay. Everyone gets to take a peek and see what it is, so I'm not excluding anyone from seeing. But it is anime inspired, so I know RG will probably recognize the character. And I really want to see if he can pick the character out just from seeing the photo. Now, this was just like a test, just like a quick fitness test to see, like, does not fitting, to see if the outfit works.
Gotcha.
And I want to see at a glance. There we go, share screen. If you can tell what I'm going for here. Did we lose RG?
That's what I said. Where'd RG go?
No, hold on.
I was like,
my whole shit on my whole.
yeah, you got no opinion on it, dog. Hey,
out the way. All right, hold on.
You could not like it and say you don't like it.
No.
A little cat came in there and smacked the hell out of that laptop.
Jamal said you were keeping him up.
He was not. Wait.
I'm about to open it up separate so that you can see a better version of it.
I'm feeling it's. Is that to be Hero X? No.
Nope. Now I'm not afraid. Like, this is an early preview, so it's fine. And
or Jujutsu
this is
Kaisen.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's Jujutsu Kaisen, but the Superman shirt is throwing me off. Because I'm like, it had me thinking, are you trying to come out of a Superman shirt or? So.
It is. We're
it looks like
kind of a
Kaisen,
mashup.
but what's homie's name?
That's the concept here. Kento.
The new fights.
Oh, wait, wrong screen. No, let me see. Take that one off. Let me add the right thing because that's stop share. This is not.
Oh, Jeff, what are you going as?
What?
Jeff said he is going as someone who will be.
I'm going as a DJ.
Going as me.
Okay, so if you can see right. Can you see? I don't know if you can see my mouse, but if you look right up under my elbow, you can see the black and white.
Okay.
I've got the little butcher knife right there. We're tying the tie around the hand. We are locked in overtime. This is a Kento Nanami Clark Kent mashup. That is the concept here.
Homie, oh damn, yeah, that is dope. Wait, so hold on, but you're going with the white shirt?
See, and I thought about doing the blue shirt with the tan pants, but I was like, that doesn't look like reporter gear. You know what I'm saying?
I got
so
you.
That's why I was like, maybe. But I just wanted to know if you could look at that and if it made sense, if it worked at a visual, or am I going to be spending the whole day explaining everything to everybody? But we will see. Anyway, I will be doing a lot of reporting in was that next weekend actually? Yeah.
Enjoy.
Next weekend, I will be going live, so you all be sure to check that out. Wednesday.
Brandy, you took those vacation days?
We'll have to figure something out for Wednesday.
I'm sure not.
Nope, not this go round. But hey, I appreciate everybody who was on the show tonight. I want to thank all of the guests who did their job and had our movies. Yay, we got this one done and out the way. It looks like the next one, I know we were talking about actors who have embodied a role. or the worst
Yeah,
casting for the
so.
role. We'll get it. We'll get the details worked out. Nonetheless, we thank you for being with us here tonight. Be sure to join us in the future. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. But for Teresa, RG, Brandy, Jeffrey, I'm Elder Geek Sam, and we are out of here.